Hey all, here OS Reviews. Today we're taking a closer look at the Aeroband pocket guitar. As the name hints at, this is a quote-unquote guitar that fits not only in your pocket, but you also play in the air using gestures. So of course it's not a full-blown real guitar, but rather connects to your smartphone using Bluetooth. It's basically only giving you the pick, like a guitar pick that you would use to strum the strings, except this is a smart pick that whenever you are moving it in the air, it will create the sensation like you're actually strumming on real chords, and then when connected to their app, you can then change things like the different key, as well as play along to different songs. It sells for 40 bucks, which I think is reasonable, and especially now when most folks here are still in a quarantine and maybe are bored, looking to pick up some other things to do. The company here actually does also make another product called the Pocket Drum, where instead of this air-based guitar, they have air-based drumsticks. Put the joy of music into your pocket wherever you are. It's squeezing the essence into something that's more portable and kind of symbolic in a way. Of course, this isn't the first time that we've seen companies make smart musical type products. One from Xiaomi called the Populele, which is a smart ukulele. The difference though is Xiaomi's product, it still is a regular instrument. The smart part is, yes, it still has Bluetooth that can connect to your phone, but it's just a fretboard here that can light up, hinting at where you should put your fingers in order to play different notes, versus this, which is more of a novelty, but still both are in the same genre or lane of making instruments into something that you can connect to. Anyways, inside of the packaging here, we have just the pocket guitar itself. We have a product guide here that is documenting all the features, how to use it, and download the companion app for iOS or for Android. Some other accessories here include a sticker that says guitarist, I want you, and we also have a little silicone case, makes it look like this, and has the charging port that you can still use, and also a clip that you can now attach onto a shirt or something to prevent it from getting lost. And we also have a traditional carrying pouch. You can tuck away, say, a cable and the smart pocket guitar itself. Finally, there's just the charging cable, which is using a micro USB port. As for the pocket guitar itself, it is constructed out of a glossy polycarbonate plastic. It does attract fingerprints a little bit, but it's pretty easily to wipe down. Top here features a micro USB port for charging, whereas on the other side, there's simply a power on and off key, along with a notification light, and that's it. Compared to some everyday objects like a US penny, you can see that this thing is incredibly small. Other things such as, say, Apple AirPods is even larger and heavier than this tiny little puck. So more of a fun interactive toy than anything super serious, but still a neat idea. So we can turn it on here, it's going to buzz. Actually, if we kind of touch it and rotate it, you can hear it makes a sound there because the vibration motors, the haptics, are already turned on, and I'm ready to start. So a few different things that you can do using this app. It's also where you can bind the pocket drums if you purchase their other products, so it's all in one place. They have some demo videos here, and up top here you can see the battery percentage remaining for the different products. For our pocket guitar, right now we have about 41% battery left. I found that in my testing I could use this for around 3 hours or so, 3 to 4 hours before I needed to recharge it. It takes about an hour or so to top up, so decent. And the haptics vibration, I think, is what eats up the battery the most, but it's a nice component that gets you a more interactive feeling as you are playing this virtual instrument. So tapping on the pocket guitar, the app does rotate, and for some reason it doesn't want to flip back. So the consistency here can still use a little bit of optimization in the sense that certain views are portrait, others are horizontal. However, it is functional. In terms of features right now, we have either a free play mode, so you can strum the different chords, and the other one here is a interactive playing mode, so that's where you can look at some different karaoke songs, and then it gives you a tutorial of how to play them back. What I will say though is that the second play mode, the list of songs that you can use right now, is a little bit limited. The ones that they give you tutorials for, at least at the moment on the iOS platform, there's only 2 tracks. Now this is still a very new product, so hopefully as it gets more development and more updates roll along, we'll start to see this roster grow with more modern songs to pick from as well. So starting with the free play, the interface here just shows us our different chords. Again, the phone speaker is where the sound is coming out from. Tap on the different chords like C, for example, and you can hear it as you are plucking. And the motion sensor here is pretty responsive. You can flick down and also flick up, and it's recognized as different motions, such as if you're in the tutorial/play mode and say you want to play You're Beautiful, it will actually tell you the proper technique in terms of strumming down versus up. So if you keep on strumming the same position, it doesn't allow you to get as high of a score or proceed in that song. So it recognizes between a downstroke and an upstroke using the motion sensors. And I can tap on G chord, and some of the other more complicated chords in between, in minor scale, so on and so forth. And overall it's pretty responsive, but you do need to use kind of one hand to tap along the chord that you actually want to play, and this one here is just for strumming. But if you think about it, that is kind of the way that a real guitar would work anyways. Kind of your left hand is what is put on the fretboard for changing the positions to make the different notes, and then your right hand is the one that's actually strumming along. So this part is pretty similar, but of course you don't get to learn the actual positions. You can also tap on Groove to select some rhythmic variations. That is kind of a preset chord structure that you can tap on. So for example, variation 1 always sounds like this. And you can definitely strum faster as well. And the vibration motor also will pick that up with more kind of haptics. This is variation 2. And here is variation 3. And here we have the last variation. To add additional chords and notes onto this virtual fretboard, essentially. So of course this doesn't fit all the possibilities. If you tap on Add, you can choose different chords and also other variations. It kind of plays it as you hit it to give you a demo there. I'm going to tap on a demo song, You Are Beautiful by James Blunt. I'm going to tune down the volume here just for copyright reasons, but I want to show you guys what the process is like. And once you start, basically you have to tap on the chord that they tell you, such as the first note should be in the C chord. So tap on the C here, and then afterwards you can begin, tap on a up for an up string, and then down for a downstroke, down again and an upstroke, and you can proceed now to the second bar here, starting with the G chord. So you have to switch over to G to then register here as an up, down, down, up. If you don't listen to this chord structure, if you keep on doing kind of a downwards motion when it's supposed to be up, as you can see there, it won't register as the note. So if I keep on going up now, as you can see, it's not going to register until I press down. And any other direction left and right here, it has been disabled and won't do anything accidentally. So the precision is pretty decent for the calibration of the pocket guitar's accelerometer. In terms of edit on here, what you can do is change the order of these keys around. So for example, if I find myself wanting to tap on C more often, I can move this position a little bit higher, so these are rearrangeable, which is pretty neat. So that's more or less it as far as our hands-on look at the Aeroband pocket guitar. Again, it's more of a novelty than something to be taken super seriously, I think, but still is surprisingly fun, and I like the concept a lot. So you can check out more details if you are interested in the links down below, but for now that's been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews. That's been the Aeroband pocket guitar.